Hi, I'm Swarupa Sail, course instructor for Geotechnical Engineering 1. In this presentation, we will try to find out what is settlement and how do we define total settlement and what are the differences between compaction and consolidation. First, we will check out what is compressibility of soil. When the stress is increased on soil, which is caused due to the construction of foundation or maybe due to some loads, then it compresses the soil layers. So as civil engineers, we need to provide answers for what is the total settlement cost, that is how much is the volume change and what is the time required for settlement of the compressible layer. The compression of soil layers leads to soil settlement, and it is caused by either by removal of air from voids, which is referred to as compaction, or by removal of water from voids, which is considered as first degree consolidation, or plastic readjustment of soil molecules to achieve more stable position, which is referred to as second degree consolidation. After construction of structure, soil should satisfy the two conditions. First one is bearing capacity and second is allowable settlement. Bearing capacity is the capacity to resist applied loads without failure. The bearing capacity of the soil should be more compared to the structure which is going to be constructed over it. And the allowable settlement should be such that there should not be any failure of the structure. So that means there shouldn't be excessive settlement which would cause damage to the constructed structure. After constructing the structure, there will be large settlement depending on the type of soil, or there may be non-uniform settlement or maybe differential settlement. That means one side of the structure would settle more compared to the other side. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is the example of differential settlement. The total settlement consists of three phases, that is immediate, primary and secondary settlement. Immediate settlement is also referred to as elastic settlement, and it is denoted by SI. It is caused by elastic deformation of the dry, wet or saturated soil particles without any change in the moisture content, and it occurs during or immediately after construction of the structure over the soil. It is computed using elastic theory, and the values of elastic modulus or the modulus of elasticity and mu are used, and it is important for granular soil. And second is consolidation settlement. When the saturated soil is loaded after constructing the structure, water is removed from the voids and soil shrinks. And it takes months to years to consolidate depending on the permeability of the soil. Consolidation settlement again can be divided into primary consolidation settlement and secondary consolidation settlement. Primary consolidation settlement is denoted by SP, and it is caused as a result of volume change due to reduction in pore water pressure in saturated cohesive soil due to removal of water from voids. And it is important for inorganic clays and silty soils. Secondary consolidation settlement is denoted by SS, and it is caused as a result of volume change due to rearrangement of particles. After all the water is removed from the voids, then the particles will try to rearrange themselves, and this is what is referred to as secondary consolidation settlement, and it occurs at constant effective stress. This is the stress which is exerted by the soil particles, and it is important for organic soil. And the total settlement ST is the sum of immediate settlement and consolidation settlement. Consolidation settlement is sum of primary consolidation settlement, that is SP, and secondary consolidation settlement, that is SS. So total settlement ST is sum of immediate settlement, primary consolidation settlement and secondary consolidation settlement. Now we will find out what are the differences between compaction and consolidation. When soil is compacted, volume of soil reduces and is compressed as air is removed from voids. Whereas when soil is consolidated, volume of soil reduces and is compressed as water is drained out from the voids. The soil particles are packed closely together by mechanical means, whereas soil particles are packed closely together by application of static load under consolidation. Cohesive and cohesionless soils can be compacted, and consolidation applies only to cohesive soils, that is low permeable clay. Compaction is a quick process, whereas consolidation is a slow process and is time dependent process. In some soils it may take years to drain out water. Soil is unsaturated, whereas under consolidation soil should be completely saturated. It is done before the construction of the structure, whereas consolidation begins naturally along with the construction work. Compaction is done before constructing roads, earthen dams, embankments, etc., whereas consolidation is a natural process and foundation properties improve over long period. Degree of saturation of soil to be compacted should be less than 100%, whereas degree of saturation of soil to be consolidated should be 100% under consolidation. Water content does not change when the soil is compacted, whereas water content decreases when the soil consolidates. Thank you.